Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene.
We're alumni, and we got a call from one of our big mentors at NEYT asking us to pitch some summer programming utilizing video to combat COVID-19.
What we ended up pitching was to shoot Romeo and Juliet like a movie over 4 days, running 3 cameras at the same time.
We wanted to do it this way because we didn't want to let COVID-19 back us into a corner. We wanted to use it as an opportunity to do something new. We wanted to do something better than Zoom and something that we could all be proud of.
We would be socially distanced, 6 feet apart wearing masks or 10 feet plus without masks. We would shoot the whole thing outside except for a few scenes in case of rain. Those would have to be small enough to sanitize the set between actors and circulate additional air during scene breaks. We would then use film trickery to make it seem like everybody was in the same space.
We would use a couple different techniques. Split screen, we would shoot everybody separately in a wide, stitching it together later, or cutting between close-ups where we would shoot people individually, alone on stage, and piece it all together to make it look like they were in the same space.
Luckily, our Romeo, Juliet, and Nurse were in a kind of germ pod together, so they could share the stage, as well as our Mercutio with Benvolio.
Some parts of this production were definitely a logistical nightmare, as I'm sure a lot of the cast and crew can attest to, but we hope that as you watch this show, you begin to buy into the world of the film and forget that we were socially distanced and wearing masks for most of it.
We want to extend a big thank you to the whole cast who stuck with us through some really confusing times. Keep in mind, all these students are stage actors, and not only did we ask them to wrap their heads around some pretty advanced filmmaking techniques in almost no time, but we also asked them to perform without scene partners, a lot of times outside in the blazing hot summer sun in full Victorian clothing. The cast and crew really stayed gung-ho the whole time, even when we were throwing some really confusing stuff at them. We really could not have done this without everybody involved, so please stick around for the credits.
This time, the cast and the crew don't get to take a bow, so we wanted to take a moment just to say thank you.
Now, without further ado, please enjoy NEYT's 2020 COVID-19 edition of William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet.
From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean.
From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life,
whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their parents' strife.
The fearful passage of their death-marked love and the continuance of their parents' rage,
which, but their children's end naught could remove, is now the 2 hours traffic of our stage.